Last time on the Clockwork Frontier, the crew of the Nimbus arrived at the city of Glimmerborugh in Shinnigan. Eddy and Garrett had a look around the dock and found out that Captain Dalby's old ship was coming into port. Then they found work at the Prismatic Foundry, where Rosa joined them to work for the day, and I believe you earned quite a bit per day as well. Captain Nik and John went to have a look around Glimmerborugh, and on a nat 20 from John, were able to find everything they need to. They also took a tour from Olive and was able to find key places that the crew would want to go to. This is why I've updated the Glimmerborugh dock. They tried to get some of their gold swapped for a good rate. However, Blueberry did not give them a great exchange rate, saying that there's not a lot of use for gold in the town. Lottie and Chloe went to the Rainbow Bar, and on a nat 20 from Chloe, managed to become best friends with the bartender, make good impressions on the bar manager and owner, and sell some of their stock at a very high price. Stubbs and Izzy saw the Chroma Arena and went into the bar attached to it called the Winner's Circle, where Stubbs wanted everyone to know what a big deal he is. Izzy then took over talking when it seemed that Stubbs was making a bad impression on the ring announcer Peach and the bartender. Izzy got hit on one of the fighters called Amethyst, which Stubbs told to back off. Then they went to some back alley places and earned some money in different ways. Captain Nik got the crew gathered around for a big meal on the evening, where they discussed all what they found on their trip and advised he only wants Stubbs fighting first, and after that maybe others can join too. Izzy already has a sign-up list, which she's keeping in her back pocket for now. Stubbs is thinking about merchandise ideas and has picked his team. Eddy found out that Rosa and James have broken up. Eddy offered to help James, and James said there's no need. And now we return. Captain, Eddy and Stubbs, I'm about to send you some documents for you to read through before we go to you guys. We will be starting with Lottie. So first of all, I will send you your documents. Eddy, yours is just one.
Okay.
Yours is the easiest one. And Captain. And Mr. Stubbs. There you go. Right, Lottie. You and Chloe wake up. And Chloe is excited to get started. What drink do you start with your day with at the bar on the ship? At the coffee tea bar on the ship before you leave?
Definitely a tea.
There is the flower tea, which will help with the perception, which will gain you advantage on your next perception check, which you may need for a library. Let me have a look. Breakfast, you won't eat your next perception check on. I would probably say for you, flower tea, breakfast tea. You won't. Lazy quality is more of a nighttime tea to help you sleep.
I'll go for a flower tea then.
Okay. Please mark down that you will have advantage on your next perception check.
Okay.
So thanks to your wonderful captain and John, you make your way to the Glimmerborugh Library, and you do you wear your outfits for the evening, or are you going to go back and get changed and go back there? Or are you just going to...
Well, I don't think the evening outfit is going to be suitable for a library.
Yeah.
So
you and the girls go in your normal daytime outfits to the library. I have already rolled Chloe and Trixie's investigation check, so if you'd like to roll either investigation or perception for me to try and find the book that you are wanting. And you get advantage on it if you do use perception, though.
Yeah, so I might as well do that one then.
Okay.
Try that. Because +8 perception and +1 investigation.
No brainer, really.
No. Oh. It's not very high, though, is it?
Not very high.
Mm.
So you will just get the basic document.
Yeah.
Right.
You want some juicy secrets?
Nope. On the 13, nope. Luckily for you, the other girls rolled a bit higher than you. So you get Shinnigan a guide to... you get Shinnigan a guide based on what... not Team Stubbs. Team Lottie. Based on what Chloe rolled, you get Shinnigan guide to crab life. And based on what Trixie rolled, you get Glimmerborugh. So you've got those to have a quick read through. So they'll show you what you... So you were going to do this up to lunchtime. So you've got the documents there from what you find. You and the other two girls, Trixie and Chloe. Known as, oh no, them three are together group.
What could possibly go wrong?
As you're reading it, you can see on Chloe's face, she becomes more and more concerned with what she reads about the crab things and shows you some of the pictures. She goes, a unicrab? What the? And she's like, oh, sorry, to librarians.
What on earth? Explain.
And she shows you the picture in the book, which you now have access to.
My gosh. There's so much more to this than we thought.
Hi there. And Chloe is going to attempt to flirt with one of the librarians so that you can take the book out. You have to promise not to tell my boyfriend, okay? That what I'm about to do. Do you promise?
Pinky promise.
Good girl. Hi. We need to take these books out if that's okay, just so that we can show the people we work with. Please. So let's see how good her persuasion check is for Chloe. I have to remember what the person's name is that she's seen. And it is a gentleman called Claire that she's going to attempt to persuade. He says that you can take, on a 15, you can take 2 of them back and write notes on the other. So Trixie will say, I'll write notes on mine if you two want to take your 2s back to show the captain.
That makes sense because I think overall these books are going to have most of the most important information that we need.
Yeah. So that's you to start with. Right. Eddy.
Oh.
Hello. So, Eddy, you've chosen to stay on the ship solo while your fellow engineers go out and make money. Ava has left you a note, which I added to your documents. Does Eddy get a drink of anything before starting work?
Yeah.
Which one would you like?
Just go to the top of my document. Which one was it? Can I engineer's cold brew, please?
Okay, advantage on your next skill check.
Mhm.
Right, Eddie, what do you work on this morning?
After doing the normal shiz on the ship, he will start working on the front cannon, I think.
Okay. Do you require anyone to help you?
No, because we've not started much with it yet. So
Okay.
I'm gonna just do the initial getting stuff together and basically doing what I can do by myself.
Give me it. Are you using Benny for advantage?
I mean, will I not get advantage from the coffee?
You will actually. Sorry. Yep. If you want to give me a Tinker's Tool check for it, please.
Yes.
21. Wonderful. First success. If you will mark that down for the front cannon. And I assume that you do this up until lunchtime, have your lunch, and then probably go back to it on the afternoon.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's for you for the morning. Next, we will go to Mr. Stubbs.
Yeah.
You're awoken bright and early by your brother.
Oh, what's this supposed to be?
You put me in charge of your training. Get up.
Fucking hell. Just get up and get to it.
And he puts you through a number of things. Pull-ups, press-ups, you name it. He puts you through it all.
Don't think any of it's really a problem.
And you do pass Brandon, who is working out on his own.
Oh, quit whinging. You can join in if you want.
No thanks, you enjoy whatever this is. And then...
Oh, you jealous?
I'm fine, thanks. And then after you work out, what coffee or tea do you have?
The usual. I don't have the list up right now because I already have so many documents open.
How dare you?
How dare I? You send me 4 documents a week! My downloads folder...
Listen, what's your problem?
my downloads folder's just filled.
What? So... You won't need that one. I don't think. You won't have a level up. There's Engineer's Cold Brew. There is the same tea that Vicky had, which is flower tea, which I doubt he would.
Absolutely. No fucking chance.
Steamed milk cappuccino.
That's the black coffee one.
Okay. So it's the Engineer's Cold Brew coffee.
Yeah.
Advantage on your next skill check.
Marvellous.
Right. Stubbs. You find Izzy. And you head out to the Chroma Arena, where you can already hear people starting to file in. You have your tickets. You can hear the roar of the crowd before it even starts. Would you like to do a perception check for what you notice?
I would if Fantasy Grounds hasn't just fucking crashed on me. Come on. Lord.
on, I can roll it for you.
No, I will fail by my own shit luck.
You hear the roar of the crowds as the
That's
first match starts. It is. Where are we? Do you put any bets on?
No, I don't know enough about the fighters and the way that the contests are settled. I don't know enough about it to not risk losing some of the. Now that we know that all the gold that we had before is worthless, I definitely don't have enough to warrant being silly with it. Right, perception check, you say? Let's go.
Yes, please.
And I have advantage on this because of the wonderful coffee.
Yes.
Well, you did call it.
You only rolled
Did
one.
say you'd fail.
Yeah, I only rolled the one. I don't know why.
Mm.
An 11.
You get distracted by Izzy talking about merch ideas.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of stuff like he's big time in this, like as if they're not even worth his attention, even though that's the only reason he's here.
So, first match is Xanadu versus the Chestnut. Sorry, I meant to put their images before I... Out of the two of them, the Xanadu is the smaller one, and he seems to just run rings around the chestnut, and it ends up in a kick to the head by Xanadu to Chestnut, and the chestnut is KO'd.
Okay.
Now, although there was some back and forth for a while, Xanadu was the victor in the end. That is your first match. Second one is this one.
Are you doing the rolls for them, Shona?
I've already done the rolls in advance for these.
Oh, you've already done them.
Yeah. Sage. This isn't typing for some reason. So there is a brief intermission between each match. Right, your next match is Capri Sage versus Fern. It starts off with Capri Sage just kind of like punching, kicking, and doing submissions on Fern, and then it seems like Fern is beating Capri Sage, and then at the end it ends up Capri Sage wins by doing a sleeper hold on Fern and putting her to sleep. So that's your second match. And your third match, Mr. Stubbs. Dodger versus Goldenrod. Wait.
Dodger, like a jammy fucking Dodger.
Izzy, shush! You don't want to insult them. Someone in front of you in the crowd goes, "Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about."
Is it just a nameless person, or is this actually somebody?
This is a nameless person, and Izzy's like, just sit down. We don't want to cause a scene.
How close is he to me?
He's in front of you. He's like in the seat in front of you.
Okay, I'm smoking as I do this, and as he turns back to enjoy the match, I just gently start dropping some ash down the back of his collar, just to make it not hot. It's cold,
Okay.
but just let him get uncomfortable.
I'm gonna do a random d20 roll to see if he notices.
Sure.
Oi! What you doing, twit?
Oh, you must have made a mistake with someone else, pal.
Clearly you're here with your two carers, old man. He refers to Johnny.
I was about to say, sure I haven't met your mother before.
You wish. Ugh.
What, is she that good? You'd know this how?
Stop it!
Fucking idiot, just kick the back of his chair. Like, not hard, just to jostle it.
Knows fucking nothing about the Chroma Arenas of this twit. Because you were distracted for a little bit, you see Goldenrod perform his very powerful clothesline as his finisher, and then the person falls to the ground, and it is pinfall 1, 2, 3. The other person loses, and that takes you up to lunchtime, which is the big break before the next 3 matches. You see your brother has made loads of notes on the fighters because he got a 25, meaning he's looking for any strengths and weaknesses of each of the fighters to help you for if you do fight them. Right, and that is you, Captain.
Mm-hmm.
It's you now. You wake up, you and Stubbs have both received these requests from the crew. Engineering, cafeteria, and crow's nest. You also have been given a list of people who are going out to Shinnigan during the day and who's staying back. What do you start the day with?
Well, let's go with let's just do them in the order that I read them.
Okay.
Okay. So, Ava's request. So, she wants a couple of extra staff.
Yep.
In engineering.
And?
Yes.
And?
And?
More money for materials.
Yes, to be bumped up the priority list for the materials, which is totally fair enough. While we're in port, there's not really anything else to do for the rest of the crew, not really. So, yeah, anyone that has a half of a spark of intelligence that can follow orders, they can help engineering in the meantime for the minute. Right, they are literally they're gophers.
There you go, Eddy.
So there'll be about 8 people, give or take, for you to quite happily order around, for you to oversee.
Do you approve her request for more crew members? And if so, for engineering? If so, how many is she allowed?
Looking at that,
She does make a decent argument.
well, you would think that. You wrote it.
I have to say that.
Yes, because we did lose Violet. Absolutely, and Barnabas. So those two at
And
minimum need to be kind of replaced. What did you call him there? The traitor. Not by name, the traitor.
she called him the traitor who doesn't need to have a
Yes.
name.
Right, okay.
So...
So yes, so at least 2, 3, if we can get it. But I don't think we need any more than that. It would just
Okay.
make I think it would make people a little complacent. Not working hard enough, not having enough to do with all of their time. That
So
causes trouble.
2 engineers and 1 scientist, unless you want a second scientist as well. Because Violet was the only scientist.
Potentially, yeah. If I can get a multi-rolled person that is scientist plus
Okay.
something else, then that would be better. Doesn't necessarily matter what it is, but yeah, that would be better.
Okay.
Okay. Right. The improvements, yes, absolutely. While we are in dock, engineers go to the top of the priority list of parts, that sort of stuff. Because whilst in dock, you need to do repairs, you need to do upgrades, you need to do maintenance, all that sort of stuff whilst we are in dock. So yes, absolutely, they get first dibs. The foundry work, yes, I thought we were doing that anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. And the improvements, as and when they come, I am not fussed any which way they are worked on and they are completed. Not bothered in the slightest. Whatever's going to be more expedient to complete, in my opinion, should be the priority, rather than spread ourselves thin and have, several things almost completed if the cog turn up, or having a few things completed and nothing else started. I would much rather have that.
Okay.
Rosa.
So hers is just like she's offering to help with recruitment if needed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay.
It's something that she wants. If that's something that she wants to do, she wouldn't have asked.
Yeah.
So yeah, so she'll probably odds on do a good job. Right, Millie's request.
Would you have had a word with Mr. Stubbs about this before he left?
Oh yeah. Anything like this. This is Stubbs's domain. This is his role. So yeah, absolutely.
Stubbs, what do you think of the requests?
It's a bit unusual because she's never asked for help before. I mean, she was completely fine before we started flying over here, so I don't know if there's something more to it.
I would be more inclined to cut the bar staff and give them to the kitchen.
Oh yeah, sure we can spare Lottie peeling some spuds.
So, reduce the bar staff to 2. Give those other 2 to the kitchen.
I was going to say, it's not like we have bar staff on all the time anyways.
Exactly.
Right, you are. So yeah, that's what we will implement.
We'll see how it goes for a while, based on that. If for some reason Millie is struggling some more, right, or continues to struggle, that is a totally different conversation because, like what Stubbs has just said, never used to struggle. And if she's given 2 people and they're still struggling, something else going on there. Righty. Sonia and Lottie's request.
Just so you know, Vicky and I wrote this together. If Vicky remembers.
Oh, yes.
2 people on the night shift lookout. Now, is this directly in relation to the incident
Yes.
and the telling off? I
Yes.
thought. Right. That's purely what this is all based on.
They feel that if one person is, for some reason, looking one way, then having someone at the other side looking the other way is a good idea, because that's how Sonia and Lottie work. However, Ulysses being by himself, if someone on the radio comes on, at least having a second person there, or if someone needs to go to the loo, it means that it's still covered.
Right. Does Ulysses have any sort of relationship with Sonia or Lottie that I know of?
No.
Right, okay. Sonia has just volunteered herself to go on a night shift.
She volunteered, I believe it was someone else. Wasn't it Cameron that she's...
It was Cameron, but she has volunteered herself to go on to night shift.
Okay.
As you might have gathered by all this happening now, Shona, there's something that happens that when in military sort of operations, when someone says any volunteers and everyone takes a step back, if you're stood at the front, that's you.
However, Captain and Stubbs, you will both know that Cameron only joined the ship because Lottie used her womanly wiles to persuade him. That was part of the reason why he joined the crew.
That's all right, because
Okay.
Cameron is going on the day shift to learn from Lottie.
Okay, Lottie, good luck.
Okay, this could be fun.
Once Cameron is trained up, shall we say, right, then there may be another reshuffle. But the way that it stands at the minute, Cameron, who is new, and Ulysses, who is new, ain't going to be alone together, like in that position of power on the night shift when everyone else is asleep. Absolutely not. They are both going to be watched by trusted members of the team, of the crew. Unless, of course, Lottie, you want to go on night shift with Ulysses.
I doubt she would.
Exactly. That's... So,
I mean, yeah. Okay. It could be quite fun.
However,
the decision
Captain,
is the decision ultimately is mine, and no, Lottie, you're on day shift there.
However, Captain, you do know
Uh-huh.
that Stubbs has been getting his brother to cover the Crow's Nest recently as well, so that is another person who can do Crow's Nest.
Potentially. Right, but I want him, which I'm sure Stubbs will be doing, schlupped about a bit, because didn't he start below deck?
He had no prior sailing experience,
Mhm.
so I was giving him, in a sense, the crash course of fucking everything. Here's how
Yeah.
you maintain a cannon. That you got to keep an eye out on the crow's nest.
Yeah.
Basically he's not had any responsibilities other than sort of the midshipman rules.
Yeah. So he needs familiarized not just with the ship, but with how to be a sailor. So pinning him into the crow's nest, where literally all you've got to do is sit around and stare out into the sky, isn't a good learning place for him.
While it wasn't a good learning place, he was put there right in the aftermath of the Ulysses incident.
Yes.
So he was filling a gap at that moment in time.
Yeah. Now that was, 4 weeks ago? Almost a month ago? Because that was before the 3.5 week jump to get to here, wasn't it?
I think so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Right. So things would have calmed down within them 3 weeks quite nicely, and people should have put all of that stuff behind them and getting back to normal, which is what we need to do.
Right, after working on that with Stubbs and making the decision, I believe Ava asked for 3 to 4 people for engineering, so 3. So it's 2 for engineers and 1 scientist, or 1 engineer and 2 scientists, but one of them cross-trained.
Ideally.
So it could be an engineer that's cross-trained in science as a scientist.
Ideally, that would be perfect.
That would
But
be
whether
perfect.
we get an engineer / scientist, or scientist / gunner, or scientist / cook, or whatever, then fair enough. But perfectly, it would be engineer scientist.
Although he's currently assigned to cannons, Stubbs, in the big report that Rosa gave you, Eli is trained in cook's utensils, so could probably help Millie if you wanted to move him from cannons, because you have quite a few people on cannons. It's a big criteria.
Yeah, I kind of feel like what we probably should introduce, realistically speaking, with the exception of the engineers, because the engineers' stuff is crucial all of the time. There should be, like sailing duties and station duties. Like, you're on the cannons in event of combat. Other than that, peel some fucking spuds. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That should be the way it is anyway.
Yeah.
So does this mean you're creating a rota, Stubbs? At some point. Not
I
sure.
work 8 hours a day. Then I come home and I have to manage NPCs.
Do you want to do it?
I'll make a rota. Give me.
That's-
I've got that fucking list, haven't I? Yeah.
That's why I didn't pick Bosa.
No, you just picked captain, so you don't say. Well, I say what happens.
Yes, and then I get other people to do it for us. Woohoo!
Where we?
Go up management.
I believe that
Orange
was...
crew.
Was that all the requests you had, Captain?
Yes.
And you've also been sent the list of the teams who are going out for the day. What do you do this morning after doing that?
I am going to actually... I'm going to go up into the crow's nest for a while. And I want to look at this place that we are in, Glimmerborugh.
Sonia is currently there as well, but
That's fine.
give me a perception check. What are you looking for, Captain?
I want to... I want to find out the logic of the city, how it's put together. I mean, most cities will have, they'll have like what we would call the city centre, right? And then you would have like the West End, and then you would have like the slummy, crummy part, right? And most cities tend to be laid out in a reasonably similar sort of way, like what Stubbs has done by going out and doing it because he's got a class feature that just lets him find all that shit out. I don't. So I want to try and figure out how the city's kind of put together, and watching it over the next, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours maybe. I'll watch the docks first to see how they operate, where they go, what's stored where, that areas to the like to the warehouses maybe because of the way that they're sending the carts. All of the people that are disembarking from other ships and things like that, all of the passengers, they head that way because that might be, I don't know, like a customs sort of place. All the workers go that way because that's where the fun part is, like all that sort of stuff. And then I'll just work my way from what I can see, because I won't be able to see loads of it. I just want to work my way outwards from where I am.
So, from what you remember from when you went out with John the previous day, the kind of centre is like the marketplace, where there is a few stalls, and then outwards from that is like some of the shops that leads to the arena. The arena is kind of like the big area, and then further out from the arena but connected to the arena is the Winner's Circle and the hospital. There is an area with like these there's the Swanky Bar, which is the Rainbow Bar, which is where Lottie went to. There's also more near the hospital area. There's the City Hall and there's a library. It's kind of the central area, but then more on the outskirts is more of the rougher areas where Stubbs went around and found a tavern that you could have arm wrestling matches in. By the docks, you do see people loading up to go to different places, like more of the outskirts to Glimmerborugh, and some sending supplies to Darkmon or Crabbington or Voxstorm, but never to the Crablands. No one goes there.
Okay. Right. I also want to have a look out for the criminal element. There's a criminal element in every city. Right. The docks in every place that has them, a dock or a port or something like that, are notorious for them. Everybody knows that they exist, but they either choose to ignore them or they are too clever enough to be caught. I wanted to try and locate some of them from my vantage point. Just how they're standing, how they are, what they're looking at. Do they reposition themselves after they've spoken to someone, after someone's approached them? Do they reposition themselves a bit further down so they can see the same sort of things? Just just things like that.
They tend to, while you're watching for those hours, they tend to go for the ships that are going to the Copper Forge, because that's where the most expensive things are, or coming back from the Copper Forge. They try and either sneak on to take things if they can sneak on. If they're not, they're caught by the police.
Okay.
Which there are police occasion that you will see patrolling every so often. Every 15 minutes or so, 2 police officers walk by together, so they're working twos, not single file. And they try and see if they can see anyone that seems to be up to something. While you're there, you do see someone try and run and is caught. So there is still criminals, but they tend to go for the ones that are going for Copper Forge, because that's where the expensive materials are.
Right. Okay. So that's what I'm going to be doing most of the time.
Right, so we get to lunchtime. Lottie, I believe you have a meeting at the lunchtime. then you, Chloe, and Trixie go to meet Rosa and Ava at lunchtime. You find a little bistro near the prismatic foundry where Rosa and Ava have been working. How do you start?
Well, so we just meet up and just ask them what they think of the place and what they've been up to the first few days, and
Rosa is like
seen anything interesting or worked on anything interesting. Just gossip, really, I guess.
Yeah, Rosa has kind of stars in her eyes and is like, oh, this place is amazing. I've not only been working here like 1 and a bit days, but they have robots.
It's a pretty cool place.
I'm working with a robot on my team. It's amazing. I'm learning so much. I'm working with a guy called Forrest. He's really nice. And give me a perception check as she says that.
Very nice. Okay. Nice. Nice is nice. Right. Oh, hang on, that didn't work properly.
Give me perception or insight.
I'll try insight.
Okay. It's yours. Let's see how. Let's see how Rosa does for deception. You notice nothing. He's really nice. He's taught me a lot. At some point, I do want to build an automaton if the captain will allow me. I think I've got a good idea in my head on how to. Like, I could have my own little pet robot. It'll be so cute. Ava is chatting away.
That would be a really cool idea. Yeah.
Ava's not trying to hide this. You see that Ava gives her a look.
Who a look?
Gives Rosa a look. Give me another insight
What
check.
kind of look?
Give me an insight check. This time it'll be for Ava, and I'm not going to roll a deception. It'll just beat a 10. Wonderful, you beat a 10. You see that she's giving her a look of, yeah, I bet he is, kind of look. Trixie goes, aha, so Forrest. Is that the reason why you broke up with James? And Rosa goes, what? No. James and I were growing apart. I'd asked if we could like do something as a couple. Like I saw some couples having dates or like yourself having a meal with their partner. He didn't seem interested, and like it's not like we've done anything more than kiss that one night. Like he slept next to me for a few nights, but it didn't seem like we got along quite nicely at first, but it just didn't seem like he was bothered after a while. So I just told him no, and I'll be honest, I have started having feelings for Forrest, but that's not why I broke up with him.
Right. Well, you're still very young.
Hey,
you might take some time to find your prince.
We all are. Even Ava is, and Ava just goes, ahem.
Yeah, I mean, I've had to kiss a few frogs in my time. But
I wouldn't call James a frog. I'd just say that he maybe wasn't the right fit for me.
go with your gut. Do what feels right for you.
Okay. And Trixie goes, good girl. And Trixie starts asking them questions on what they've been working on. They tell you about stuff they've been working at the foundry, and because they've been working at the foundry, if they need to purchase some parts in town, they might be able to get them at a discount, which is good for your engineers.
Good to know.
And then
I'm
they
sure
ask what you've
right.
been up to, and Chloe mentions about that you've been doing some research and the weird and wonderful things that you've found out, and that you can be working at Rainbow Bar later. And Trixie goes, "You guys should pop along to the Rainbow Bar later on."
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see if we can get you some free drinks, and if not, we can ask them to take it off like our tips or something. I'm sure with what we've got planned to wear, we should get a lot of tips. Rosa's eyes go big. Trixie, what?
My question to Chloe was, where's the rest of it?
Chloe, that is it. It's a gorgeous dress. Come on. And plus, Trixie's, have you seen it? Stubbs has banned her from wearing it during her shift because Stubbs said that it would distract the boys too much.
This could be disastrous or amazing. One of the two.
Chloe's like, it's going to be amazing. Do not worry about it. Trixie and I have it all in hand. My little Padawan cousin. You will learn well. And you go your separate ways. And that was for your lunchtime. So we will come back to you for what happens during the evening. Eddy.
Wait.
Captain has given you free rein to pick from people who are left on the ship. I will give you the list from you to pick from. Where's the documents? At the bottom part of Glimmerborugh teams, it's who is staying on the ship. Which is Captain, Sonia, Solomon, Ulysses, Eli, Quartermaster, John Styles, and Michaela Tempest. So you can pick from any of them for you to boss about. Captain has not said that you can't boss him about either.
I think he would know well enough to let the captain do whatever the fuck the captain's going to do.
Well, Sonia's been up in the crow's nest. Ulysses is not in the crow's nest. Solomon and Eli would normally be by the cannons. There's a quartermaster, and there's Eli and Solomon's normally by the cannons. Ulysses isn't really doing much at the minute, and Michaela is like a deckhand currently, depending on what Stubbs decides she's doing.
To be fair, he would actually probably go and speak to... So, do I know basically our requests are being fulfilled and we can just get on and do whatever we need to do?
Captain, have you explained this to our good engineer, Eddy?
Yes, absolutely.
There you go.
In which case, I would go see John and have a brief conversation with him.
Okay.
Mr. Styles, do you have a moment, please?
For you, lad, of course. How can I help?
The captain's kind of given us free rein of what we need to do for the ship, and we need this. And I hand him a piece of paper with it's literally a list of parts. So, would you be able to take Ulysses and Eli to go get this stuff?
How about instead? I can go see Dimitri because I know that he's going round some vendors around town to discuss parts and exchange rates. He is better with the discussions than I am. I could give him the list and see what he can do.
Yeah, as long as you can make the resource available for him to be able to do that for us, because we need to do a lot of upgrades to the ship to get us ready for what's coming.
Okay. Right, and he will take Eli to come with him so that he's not going by himself, because I believe, Captain, you say that you prefer that people do not leave the ship on their own. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think that's what he said last time.
And
Teams of 3, I believe.
Was it 3?
Yes, we went out 2 before. This time we're doing 3.
Okay.
he does show you the request that went to Captain and Stubbs, so I'll give you that from Ava, which has your bit that we discussed before for all the parts. She's also put a list of what she wants to do to the ship and has suggested working on it, which includes some of the stuff that is on the spreadsheet, funnily enough.
Yeah. Cool.
So he will take Ulysses with him as well as Eli. Then to go. He also asks the captain if there's any messages he should give for any updates for some of the other crew requests, and he will give them to Ava and Millie on his walkabout with the other 2 crew members. So that is what John's going to do then, which leaves you with Sonia Tempest, Solomon Steele, Michaela Tempest, and that's it. So you've got 3 people that you can borrow to help work on things for engineering.
I honestly don't. Hang on, let me see whether someone I can work on with whatever last one. Bear with me 2 minutes.
See if anyone else have any skills that could be useful. So I'll try. Solomon Steele has smith's tools and woodcarver's tools, if that's any use to you.
I honestly don't think I've got enough parts to do a lot of stuff that I need to do. So, I think I'll just. I'll probably spend the afternoon doing a bit of maintenance and a once over of the engine to make sure everything's still working as expected, and not really bothering anyone else that's getting on with it, I think, for this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's you for the afternoon, then. I'm just going to say for a general maintenance track, I don't think you need to do a track. You, of course, maintain everything perfectly for when the others get back.
Cool.
Next, we'll go to Captain. What do you do on the afternoon?
I may actually. Do I know when Stubbs's fight is?
Stubbs hasn't got a fight yet. He's had
that's
his
right,
application form. He's handing his application form.
I'm scouting the competition.
Yes, that's right. In that case, I will spend some quality time with the family, as sappy as that may be.
The family all went out to Shinnigan, so they'll be back on the evening.
Oh,
Captain.
get in! I'll spend some quality time with myself. I'll pick up a book. I'll get right. No.
Wait, spend some quality time with yourself, you say?
Yes.
Yeah.
In that case,
How did you not see that coming, Trev? I saw that a mile away as soon as you said it.
yeah, that's fine.
You
I
can't
like-
see the maniacal grin on his face as he's doing
I
this.
like giving charities what they want.
Jesus.
Well then. In that case, I might have a wander around Shinnigan myself for an hour.
By
I don't want to talk.
yourself?
Yes, I don't want
That's
to talk
against
to
what
anyone.
you said,
I'm the
Captain.
captain. Yes, I'm the captain.
Okay.
Right. I'm just going to stick to the main sort of streets, and I'm not going to be out for long. Only maybe
Okay.
an hour at most. I just want to soak up the feel of the city. Listen to overhear conversations, that sort of thing. It all looks very pretty, but I doubt that it all is underneath the surface. So I wanna keep an ear open.
Okay. No, I thought I did a document for this, but I haven't. But I will say on your return, you have a request from the mayor's office in Glimmerborugh City Hall to go see him the following day,
Okay.
as he would like you to meet you. As he can see that your crew has been busy in the town and has helped the town quite a bit on their stay, and he just wants to know what's going on with your crew, how long you're going to be there, etc., in the letter.
Okay.
But as you're walking around, Captain, give me a perception or investigation check to see what you find out.
Perception or investigation?
Investigation will be more the conversations. Perception will be more what you see. Unless you want to do one of each.
I'll do quite happily do one of each.
I'll let you do one of each, Captain.
Right. Well, there is my perception, and there is my investigation. Oh,
Okay.
boo.
For your perception, what are you looking for, Captain?
I want to look for the underbelly of this place. No city, no place is as nice and as shiny as the way that it looks.
As you
It's
get further out to where you've heard from people passing, like, don't go too far that way, you'll go too close to Darkmourn. You hear that, and as you get further and further out of the city towards that area, it's grimier, it's grittier, there's more crime. You see one take place. It's up to you if you want to stop it. But
No.
You see this is where the underbelly, this is where some of the more untoward black market shops are towards
Right,
the
okay.
outskirts.
Right, that's
like,
fine.
Towards the outskirts is more of the underbelly, which is less patrolled by police, because if the police go there, it's been known that you hear some chatter that bad things have happened.
right. Okay. Right, that's far enough then, and I'll make my way back.
On that 17 perception check, as you make your way back back, you bump into what did I call it? Team Mrs. Captain. You bump into Naomi and her squad on the way back.
Ah. Enjoying the city, ladies?
We are. Lila and I managed to get some work at the fabric shop, and we've been teaching Natasha a thing or two. Also, if we need more fabric for anything like sales or anything, we will have a discount.
Excellent. As long as you're having fun doing it. All work and no play makes ladies a dull. Well, you know what I mean.
Lila and Natasha look at each other. We'll leave you two lovebirds alone. We're gonna go to the Rainbow Bar where the girls are gonna be working and leave you two to do whatever stroll you decide on. Come on, Lila. And Lila and Natasha will leave you two to it.
Okay. Are you really having fun?
You should see the fabrics they have in there. Like, in the front, they have, like, some basic ones because that's what the cops and some of the other people go for. But in the back, they have the most fantastic fabrics you've ever seen. So many colours, shimmers, etc. It's the type of fabrics that I can see why this place is so sparkly. It's those type of fabrics that you'd expect here.
Oh, no doubt you've got some ideas about what you want to come up with. I mean, I can't say that I've been looking so far, but the style of clothes and things here, are they different?
Well, yes. I got specific instructions from Chloe yesterday on a dress that I made from Lottie and dropped off with her this morning, to which Lottie said, "Is that all the fabric?" Do not blame me. Please blame Chloe.
I see. Okay, continue.
Well, it's to help them get, tips while they're working. Of course.
Mm.
Any extra money for the ship? And she just beams at you.
And could you see yourself running a place like this here?
Are you wanting to move here?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying, could you see yourself opening some sort of, let's call it a franchise here?
I could. I do have the Emperor running mine in Tixon, so I could franchise here.
It's a long way in between.
It is.
Dangerous.
Don't give me those ideas. You make me want to do this now, and Lila's very good with the needle. She's surprisingly good. She could be my protege, or she could run the one in Tixon. Why you give me ideas of this?
I was just asking a question. It's just purely a conversation.
Is this because Stubbs is on about merchandise, and if he chose to stay, you'd need someone to make his outfits?
No. He's thinking about staying?
She shows the picture that Stubbs scrawled of his outfit that's in the chat from last time we played.
Yeah.
And shows that outfit. What do you think?
He's a better artist than I give him credit for.
I think Izzy helped.
Big deal.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the nickname. From From what I understand, he called himself a big deal in front of the announcer, and the announcer's taken that as his nickname.
Well, you've got to give it to Mr. Stubbs. Confidence is definitely not what he's lacking.
From what I understand, he's handing in his application today, so that means on the next fight day, he'll be fighting.
That may be interesting to see.
Fighting round the world.
How did I know you were going to do that, Joe?
You put it on the server for a reason.
Was it me or was it you? Oh, it was me, okay. So, what do you want to do this evening?
Well, there's no pressing business or anything like that at the moment, so why don't we spend some quality time together?
So, there's 2 bars that has been recommended to you by the crew. There is the Rainbow Bar or the Winner's Circle. The Rainbow Bar is where some of your crew will be working. The Winner's Circle is where some of the fighters drink after they've wrestled in the arena. They're paid to be there so that fans can go up to them, or it's got different cocktails and stuff. It's different to the Rainbow Bar, but all their drinks are like based on the fighters from the arena. So Stubbs might get one. If he does well.
If he does well.
If he does well.
I tell you what, I will leave the decision to the lady.
Let's not go where macho bravado is. Let's go to the Rainbow Bar and see how our girls are doing.
Let's go.
And then we segue into Stubbs and the next 3 fights.
Okay. I'm watching. Just probably quietly talking to Izzy and Joe, like, oh, Jesus, these people from Shinnigan, they're fucking tetchy, aren't they?
Don't try and make them angry.
What? Why not? It is tetchy, though.
A little, yes. But look, this place is very different to where we're from.
Quite in a second.
Okay. The next match you see is a women's match where weapons are brought into the ring. One has like a bamboo stick and the other has a chair. And you see them fighting each other with weapons. You see them both bleed during this match. It's a very violent match, and the winner is Rosewood by knocking the person out with a steel chair to the head as the other person goes down. She uses her arsenic's own chair against her and wins. The next match has the most flamboyant person you have ever seen in a fight.
What's it to turn on? Okay. Cancelling.
It is someone who's known as the King, Pompadour, versus Celadon. The King Pompadour is the medium weight belt holder. And you see him come out in all of his fabulous glory against someone who's a bit more of a jokester and does kind of funny things while he wrestles, like smacks the person he's against on the ass, which is Celadon. You see them both against each other. It's rather a more humorous, light-hearted match compared to the bloodfest that you previously watched. And the winner is the King Pompadour himself.
What is wrong with this place?
And in your main event, you see Peach has announced every single one of the matches, and now it's the final match for her to announce. And you recognize Peach immediately because she's the woman who doesn't quite like you. In your final match, this is a heavyweight championship match for the Shinnigan Heavyweight Championship of the World. It is Onyx versus Mahogany.
Oh, they got people fighting a fucking plank of wood now.
The only way to win is by knocking your opponent out. Gentlemen, are you ready? Let's get ready to rumble! And she goes down on her little stage that's at the side, and they begin. As you describe it, Jim, it's two meaty men against each other.
Oh, big meaty men slapping meat.
Yep, one looks bigger than the
Yeah.
other. One looks a lot bigger than the other one. Mahogany is a lot more meatier than Onyx. Onyx is champion for a reason. He's more intelligent, more attuned to, and has probably watched Mahogany's fights before, whereas Mahogany is quite a big built guy who's got confidence issues. Sound familiar? And then you see them both going at it, blow for blow. Like the count does the referee does the count up to, so it's a count to 10 that they have to be knocked out for, and he does it, and they get up after 9 or 8, and then Onyx defeats Mahogany with a jumping punch to the head. And then there's the 1, 2, and then gets all the way to 10, and Mahogany is KO'd.
Is that it? Is that all this place fucking is? And in fact, what I'd like to do, I'd like to insight to see what their physical stats are relative to mine.
So you did get a bad perception check. If you really want to insight it, depending on what you get, it's depending on what I'll give you. So you can try inciting, or is it that, or the fights themselves that you want to incite?
The fighters themselves, I just want to see, like, do they seem stronger than I am? Do they seem tougher than I am? Are they quicker than I am? So it's only the 3 stats that Stubbs concerns himself with: strength, dex, and con.
Okay. Give me insight, and you.
Insight. I will use that inspiration. This is the whole reason I came. 13. That's as good as it gets for me.
Okay. Which one do you want to do the insight on? You can pick one.
I can pick one. Okay.
However, your brother is writing furiously stuff down, so you may get all this from him anyway. 'Cause
I
he's got a
will
25.
go. I'm gonna go con. I want to know if they're for hardiness.
I mean, one fighter. So you can pick.
Oh, the champ.
Okay, you want to pick Onyx? It would help if I'd done his stats by now, wouldn't it? He is very strong. He's very dexterous, but he's not as con as you. So he relies on his strength and his quickness rather than his constitution, which you rely on.
Yeah. So about as strong as me, a bit faster than me, but not as tough as me.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. Good to know.
Okay, and then... Is there anything else you do before you go to the winner's circle, Mr. Stubbs?
No, I think I've seen what I need to see.
Right, then we move to Lottie at the Rainbow Bar. So I need to get Trixie.
Give me
And
2 seconds.
Hmm?
2 seconds.
This is the bit I've been waiting for, Vicky. It's the bit that you decided on, remember?
I don't know. When I'm ready.
Right, well, I will do Trixie's and Chloe's rolls first before yours then, for how well they do the drinks. So, we'll do Chloe Brewer's Supply, 19, and Performance, wonderful, and Trixie, Brewer's Supplies,
Oh no! Oh, poor Trixie.
Trixie gets, although she makes them quite strong, she, on a nat 1, she drops the drinks all over one of the people that she's serving. However, she's going to try and do a persuasion roll to apologise.
Is there a massive cheer in the bar as everyone hears all the glasses?
Yeah.
So Shinnigan is T-side.
Yep.
Oh.
It's 14, come on. She manages to persuade them to get them another drink on her. And gets Chloe to make the drink because Chloe did a good roll. So Vicky, can you give me Brewer's Supply followed by Performance Track for yours? You can't do worse than her. Okay,
Ooh.
19 for your Brewer's Supply. Give me, so you're making a decently strong drink. And your Performance Track, please, to see.
Not bad.
Not bad.
She didn't fall over. Yeah.
You and Chloe kind of do a double team with some of them doing, like, if you've ever seen the movie Cocktail, any of you, they do kind of some of the, like, things from that, and it seems Trixie's having a bit of an off night for her. However, that's just the first ones. So we will go again for your second ones. So Chloe Brewers.
Oh no. Chloe.
She makes a very weak drink.
But a good performance.
It's a great performance. However, she doesn't understand what some of the labels are in Glimmerborugh, and she makes something with syrup, but because she's so amazing at making it, the person's distracted. It's fine. Right.
They might think it's alcoholic, but no.
Not great. Oh, come on, Trixie. This is not good. Oh, no, 17. That's good. Okay. The second one, she does a good job. It's not a great job, but she does a good job. So, what do you do? Yours?
Just getting this now. Right,
So,
oh.
26 on Brewer's Supplies. Now give me a performance, please.
This is gonna knock their socks off. Right. 3.
You do have your inspiration if you want to reroll.
Yes, please.
Okay, use your right. If you use your inspiration, please re-roll your performance there.
Okay.
Wonderful. Right. Okay, for your tips, I want you to roll me 6d100s, please.
6.
Yep.
Oh, that's the one at the end, isn't it?
Yep.
How do I make it so it's 6?
Right click,
Yep.
and it'll add one.
It's giving me 2, is that right?
You want 6.
Well, just keep right clicking. So yeah.
Yeah, so the D100, it's 2 dice.
So don't worry
that
about
work
it's
together.
2 dice.
So just
I
pick
don't
up
have
the
a mouse.
D100.
If I just roll it, can I just roll it again? Is that weird?
Yeah, you can do.
Yeah.
Oh, how many did you roll?
Wow.
I didn't press anything!
31 D100.
Okay, so what I will say is I didn't roll it in the chat, so I didn't think it was going to roll at all.
Okay, so you've got 91 plus.
I think
They
if you
took
write
that
it,
particular feature out.
if you write
plus.
slash roll 4d10 D100, I think might work as well.
Die. Slash
21,
die.
It's
that's
die.
fine. And your
It's
next
roll and roll 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm used to. So
Roll it.
36 plus. Yep.
Whoa.
89, and your last one.
that's some pretty good rolls, that like.
So in tips, you've made between the three of you, you've made 375. You also get 100 each for working there. So in one night, you three have made 375. Sorry,
That's pretty good.
675. So you can take that back with you to the captain.
Ooh.
Tell
Well done,
Glimmerborugh's
girls.
not in recession.
And I made 1,597 in tips with my 31 D100.
No.
So what we've learned is Stubbs has gone to a stripper bar.
Yeah, I'm a
And
gigolo.
got yeah.
And he's 1,597 in debt. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the patrons asked for the money back.
So, Captain, if you'd like to add that onto the tally, because I believe in Intel I gave you how much that you've made.
Yes, I believe you did.
So you've got 675 from Lottie and the girls. And Lottie, would you like to give me a perception check while you work?
Yes.
I have done the other girls' ones while you've been working.
Not bad.
Look at you.
14. Okay. My dear Lottie, would you like to join me in Whispers?
Bum bum bum. Or that.
Hello, my dear Lottie. Can you hear me? Vicky? 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 I think I've lost you.
Whether it is
Lottie,
what
can
I
you hear
thought
me?
it was going to be.
I can hear you now, yeah.
Right,
I couldn't hear you before.
You can hear me in Whispers.
Nope.
How weird. Right, jump into Whispers yourself and I'll be in there. Hello.
Hello.
Right, you can hear me now. Okay. Whilst you're in there. So, before Rosa enters, Trixie notices that the guy with green hair
Let me write this down.
the guy with green hair known as Forrest. So I'm going to send you the conversation. I'm going to... You know what? I'll send you the conversation in your intel. Is that better for you?
Give me 1 second. Have you sent it now?
I'm about to, so I'll send you the pictures of them as well.
Mm. Just into info, yeah?
Yeah, it's going to be in your intel section. 1 second, so it's fine. Let's run the other one for us. There we go. That's what you over here. Okay. And the reason you overhear that is Trixie notices them and is trying not to listen to them because she believes that they will know who she is. I apologise for any typos. Just noticed one there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You do hear Ava and Rosa come in with Garrett. As they're coming in, Rosa said, I'm not going to stay too long. I do want to see Forrest, but I've got to get the report to Captain for who I think would be good to recruit for engineering/science area. And you see her have a big grin when she sees Forrest and kind of almost skips over the table, like so smiley and happy.
Aww.
And as someone who's known Rosa for quite some time, this is the happiest you've seen her. So you kind of support this, and
yeah, of course. She deserves some happiness in life.
She does. And we'll go back to the main area. So the boys, let's see what Jim's put in the background.
I'll probably get back to just going back into general again.
I will pop you back in.
Basically, the
Hi guys.
Oh, it'll have to be.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Jim.
I don't know why you're greeting me like that.
I knew that you changed the background music.
Learn now why they call me the master of homos.
Yo, girl was on me like she wanted more. So I was
what?
Like, I said, girl, let me try something.
I will remove Magneto wrapping. Have no fear.
Thank you. I don't want to know what he's squeezing. Thank you very much, Jim.
He's squeezing
booty.
Come on.
He's specifically squeezing booty, and that's all he wants to do, and nothing else. Just listen.
Squeeze.
There you go. We all know the hook. Moving on. But I promised you, Trev. I promised you wouldn't know what it was.
You're right. I would not have guessed that.
Yeah, Magneto just wants to gravity squeeze.
I mean, who doesn't?
You've got a point.
Moving on.
Yes. I think I'm in trouble, guys.
Blink twice if you need help.
The important thing that you have to remember.
I had to blink twice and there's no one around, but the wife who I may or may not be murdered by for my
Right, well,
impudence.
We will
What you
speak
have
on
to
a young
remember, Jim,
funeral.
right? What you have
Will
to
you?
remember is that we're not in trouble, and that's fine. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's just fine.
You're right there, Chris.
Yeah, just,
Okay. Are you okay to continue?
Oh, absolutely. I moved it onto the normal ambience.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. Guys, I'm in danger. You weren't in the room. She played that, turned her head to look at me dead in the eye as that was done. I'm in danger. If I'm not in work tomorrow, you all know what happened. I've got witnesses.
No, there's no witnesses. Thank you very much. Anyway,
You all heard it.
guys, so Lottie, you listen out for stuff during the evening. If there's anything else, I will give you that later. You do see Captain coming in. You see, first you will see Dimitri and his group come in. You'll see Natasha and Lila enter and join that table. And then you will see Captain and Naomi also enter as well. And a lot later on, I believe, Stubbs was going to check on you because he doesn't trust the three of you together. So you will see all of them.
Mhm.
Captain, give me a perception check, please.
Perception. There it is. Booyah!
Wonderful. You see everything in this bar, so you do notice that Lottie, Lottie and Chloe seem to be listening in to a particular table. This is where Rosa is sat with, Rosa, Ava, and Garrett are sat with some, two lads, one with blue hair, one with green hair. And from the descriptions, the two, one of them is one of the ones that Rosa's been working with. The other's the one that Garrett's been working with.
Okay.
So you do see them sitting on but they have noticed your crew. And your crew members like Dimitri and Co are sat on the table next to them. In eye shot of the girls, and Dimitri is holding a wad of Shinnigan dollars.
Okay.
With a big smirk on his face. Do you approach Dimitri?
Nope.
Well, he kind of gestures it to you. Like,
I mean,
trying
if he
to hide it from
gestures,
other people.
if he gestures us over, then yes, I will go over. Dimitri,
Captain!
you've been busy.
Yes, so Cameron, Sam, and I went over to Dimitri to Blueberries to have a brief chat with her and see if we could sell some more money, to sell some more of our money as you requested. She was so sorry for the way that she treated you yesterday that I believe that she gave you 4 for 1 yesterday.
Hmm.
He has a big smile on his face, and thanks to, let's call it, Cameron's quick thinking, we now have a 1-to-1 and she's backdated some of the money.
How delightful.
Would you like a drink, Captain and Mrs. Captain?
I will turn to look at her, and I will I will silently ask her the question whether she wants to stay with these or go and have a table privately.
We can have a nightcap later. Why don't we join the crew? You do say that they are like family. And I've been getting to know Lila and Natasha throughout the day. They have some very, let's call it, interesting stories.
There's a lot of the crew that have very interesting stories. Isn't that right, Dimitri?
Indeed. And he beams as he sees Lila.
Right, so I guess we'll join and
Yeah.
we'll see where the evening takes us.
Stubbs, you're not quite there yet. You're still at the winner's circle, but you feel your ears burn. As if some people have talked about you throughout the day. After all, you do think you're a big deal. So you join.
In my defence, I'm trying to make an impression here.
Rosa introduces you to Forrest and Sky, two of the people that they've been working with at the foundry. And the rest of the table. Captain, and so you get introduced to them. We move back to Eddy. What are you doing this evening? Are you just having a chill and just looking out at the city, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I think he's realised that there's not actually that many people left on this ship. Because he's been too busy underneath the engine and doing his thing. So, I think he'll probably have his evening meal, and then he likes to spend a lot of time on the deck at night to look up at the stars and stuff. He'll just he'll look out a bit longer than usual, but he's going to try and pay attention to maybe what's going on in the docks to see whether stuff started calming down, whether there's a specific sort of like nightlife or just basically what's going on.
As you walk over to the deck, you hear a shout from above, and it's Sonia, and she says, "You can see better from up here, Eddy." If you want to look from the crow's nest.
Yeah, he'll say, yeah, give me a minute, and I have a spell for this. Hang on.
Well, you can already get up the lift to the crow's nest.
Is it a lift?
Yeah, it's a lift to the crow's nest.
Oh, all right, okay. I'll go up the lift. I thought it was a ladder.
Nope, it's a lift to the crow's nest. It's something Jim insisted on when making this ship.
Okay,
It's the only way. It's the only way that made any sense.
That makes sense.
So when you look out on the city, when you're in the crow's nest, sorry, I should have said this to you before, Captain, as well. You do get advantage in the crow's nest. So Eddy, if you want to do a perception check with advantage while in the crow's nest. Wonderful. Tell me what you're looking for specifically.
I just want to see like what's changed between the day and the night, especially around the docks.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see that there's enhanced security from the place during a night time because of nighttime shipments and people who use the cover of darkness to try and get certain things, especially from, as I said to Trev earlier, from things going to the Copper Forge. You do see, however, that there is some people trying to break into the ones going to Darkmourn on the night as well. Specifically ones that are going to a place called Castle Vane, which Lottie can tell you about later on, can't you, Lottie?
If I'm seeing people breaking into ships and stuff, is anyone given any sort of particular eye to our ship?
There was a few passers-by, but because you've got like Solomon and there's some other people on the ship that they can visibly see, they're kind of staying away from it, and some people have come back to the ship so they can see that your ship is one that's more protected than others. Like, there was some people looking at it, scouting it, that you could see, but they've kind of, when they see like lights and stuff aboard it, and especially lights in the crow's nest of people watching from up there, then they're like, okay, we know not to go for this ship because they're constantly watching, whereas other ships don't have a lookout.
Okay.
They have to rely on police, which you can see the police in action and apprehending some people. Especially some of the ones for Castle Vane. I will say Castle Vane was not a name I picked. It was a name someone else picked. Do not shake your head. You're the one
Can't prove anything. You can't prove anything.
You're the one who said it was funny.
It's only funny if someone gets it.
Did any of you get it?
It's right on the tip of my thinking, and I know that I should, I think, but I just can't quite connect.
Perhaps it shouldn't be on the tip of your tongue, but instead on the tip of your ear. Castlevania ear. My God.
Yes, I know. I did get it. It was just, yeah.
What?
My microphone sensitivity is too low. You didn't pick up my sigh.
Yeah, that's just like a really bad dad joke, is what that was. Sorry, but I said it.
Well, there you go. It's a Castlevania reference because I made a joke and Shona took it literally.
Yep. How many times have you done that? You've never learned from this.
Too many. I just need to stop talking.
You never
I
do.
wasn't putting that.
Exactly, thank you. Right, so you see all of this, and Sonia goes, how are you finding the ship, Eddy?
What do you mean?
Well, you've been here a few months now. I've been here years. How are you finding the ship?
I mean, it's an adventure. Everyone's great and friendly, and it's come close a few times, but it's everyone comes together, which is a change.
I know sometimes Stubbs can be a hard ass, and I've known him well enough to know that he's a softie underneath it all, but don't ever tell him that I've told you this, because millions I have saved him from certain situations that he's had pre-Harriet. Captain is friendly until you cross him, which I don't think you ever have. Any info that you want on any of the other crew, just ask. But I normally offer those two for free because, well, Stubbs is Stubbs and Captain is hard to read for some people.
No, thank you. I think I've got a good understanding of most people. You say you've been on the crew for years. How did you get started here?
And she tells you the story of, funnily enough, she used to be on a pirate ship. She was recruited at a young age for her scouting ability. It's not what she wanted to do at all. She was kind of forced by Michaela, who's recently joined your crew. Michaela's captain forced her to work on their ship when she found out that Sonia existed, to make Michaela stay. And one fateful night, a member of your crew thought that the captain was in some kind of costume, not really a captain, and slept with their captain. And on his way out to help him escape, Michaela asked Mr. Stubbs, I will help you escape if you take my sister with you and get her off this ship. And explains she's a good lookout. It's just, I don't want her part of a pirate's life. It's not for her. She's too sweet for this. And the Stubbs rescued Sonia, took her aboard. Captain and Stubbs put her to work in the Crow's Nest, and she's been part of the Nimbus ever since.
I always knew Stubbs had a good heart somewhere.
Well, if Stubbs hadn't...
It's not mine, though.
I mean, if Stubbs has never slept with that captain thinking she was, like, you know, someone wearing a costume, then I wouldn't be here. So...
I was drunk and it was Halloween.
So you could say if Stubbs hadn't been such a man whore at the time, then I wouldn't be here.
And he'll just chuckle at that.
I know.
You're right, the view is so much better up here than it is down there.
It is so much nicer. You are welcome up here anytime, as I've just been informed I'm being moved to the night shift. So if you want to come here on the night time, you're more than welcome. Especially to save me from killing you, Ulysses.
I might take her up on that offer.
She smiles. And you both look out at the city. You do notice that during the final match, it does get to nighttime, and you hear the roar and see like fireworks come out to signify the end of the fights for the evening. And you see people leaving you can see from that far away that crowds seem to disperse and leave the arena. Some do stay behind for the nightlife, but that's the some of the transitions you see from day to night. You also see like some people go to the docks because they might not live in Glimmerborugh, they might live in Voxstorm or somewhere else, so they're travelling back home, which will take them, depending where they live, a few hours or so. But there you go. Is there anything else that Eddy does for the evening?
No, he'll spend a bit more time in the Crow's Nest, just chatting with Sonia and looking up at the sky and stuff, and then
she will
maybe
she will tell you the story of how she recognised Natalia Slater from before, and how her and Millie had to rescue Stubbs from a situation where Natalia had Stubbs tied up to a bed and just left him there, naked. And they were sent to try and find Stubbs in Tixon and found him in a hotel like this and had to rescue him. So Sonia tells you that story because it's one of her favourite stories of Millie and her saving Stubbs. So you get to learn.
He'll listen like with a bit of wonder, like thinking he knew Stubbs was like got around, but Jesus Christ, that's something he wasn't expecting.
Oh, he's got far worse stories than that. You know that, where is it? You know Veronica's place in Fortuna?
Yeah.
He's been, apart from, like, the Granville girls, he's been through all the women in there. One of them was obsessed with him and thought they were going to marry him. It's why only Natasha was allowed to see him in the end, because he'd gone through them and given some of them injuries.
He doesn't know what to say.
Injuries? What kind of injuries?
Ask Stubbs. Muscle injuries, a few broken bones, depending on what he was up to. Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, this is news to me right now.
This isn't. We'd already discussed this, Jim. You're the one who put this forward to me, so don't you dare. And she'll like tell you other stories about members of the crew while she's sat with you, because she's been alone all day, and now is also doing the night shift until Ulysses takes over, and has kind of been a bit lonely without Lottie, and you can kind of tell that from her. Right, next we move to the person who's at the winner's circle. Hello, Stubbsy.
Everyone's been fucking talking about me all fucking day.
Right, you've watched your matches. Great. Stubbs, roll me a perception check. Okay. You see, Peaches and Amethyst seem quite close, but on a 24, you see Peaches keeps on looking at, in the owner's box, at who you assume is the owner's daughter of this place and potentially the Chroma Arena, and giving her a wink, and then looking at the owner and giving him a wink. So it's up to you, Stubbs, what you infer from that, unless you want to do an insight. On an insight, although publicly she is dating Amethyst, you can tell that she isn't afraid to work her way to the top, and has been sleeping with both the boss's daughter and the boss.
Smell a bisexual from 5 miles away.
However, on that really high insight and perception checks, you also see her. It's so quick you almost see it. She has a sad look at her face when she looks at another girl in the bar that has kind of blue and green hair. She's one of the few people in the bar that has multicolored hair. And sorry, go on, Jim.
Just thinking. Go on.
So give me a second, Team Stubbs. Izzy says, I'll be back in 1 minute, and she goes and chats up one of the fighters. Just to get more information off him. She comes back and lets you know that she'd been chatting with one of the fighters called Malachite, and has learned that that if you enter the tournament next month, the last match, and you get to the finale, the last match is against whoever you want to challenge for a belt, and that will give you, and if you win the belt, you will get double prize money. However, you would have to defend the belt if you won it.
But maybe that's just it. Maybe we don't need to defend it. Maybe we just make a statement of no matter who you put that belt on, we could fucking take it anytime we want.
I don't think that's how it works, Stubbs.
Well, why the fuck not?
Also, I may have told him that I'd happily take him as a client, but... What?
Who?
And he points over at Malachite. Does Stubbs want to see a picture of it?
Sure.
There you go. What? My sister's got to flirt. Why can't I flirt?
Where's this under?
Glimmerborugh.
Glimmerborugh. Okay.
Yep.
That's all they are.
Yes, that's where they've all been. They've been there this whole time.
Okay. Yeah, Stubbs just looks like he smelled the farce.
He elbows you in the side.
Look, I realise this isn't really the place for me to be saying none of this shit, and you can do what you fucking like, but just be wary of anyone who walks around wearing a jacket with no fucking shirt, alright? There's never any good there.
He's a fighter. Maybe he's, leave him alone.
Look, I do my fighting in a shirt.
Yeah, you do. Not everyone else does.
Alright, case in point, we're here, it's their fucking culture.
Exactly. Johnny, so while you two have been talking, Peach and Amethyst are a couple. He mentions what you've already noticed. He then also says, from what I can hear as well, Onyx won't put the belt up against new up-and-comers. The person needs to have fought in the arena for at least a month before they can challenge to the belt, or unless they're in the tournament.
Right, well, I don't know if we're hanging around that long.
The girl with the blue and green hair, she was jumped by Peach when Peach got the announced position, because Peach slipped away to the top and hasn't stopped sleeping with the boss and trying to get her girlfriend to join them. So that's what I've overheard. And you see Amethyst notice Izzy and start to walk over to her. And Capri Sage intercepts her and says, "What the fuck are you doing?" "I'm going to see my new friend." "No, you're not. Why don't you and Slutzilla go over in the corner and leave these people alone?" "How dare you!" "Oh, you mean the little belt that you practically got given on the silver platter because you're the boss's little slut? Go away." And Capri Sage turns to you and says, "Sorry, new people. I apologise if you've had to deal with Amethyst before. Her and her girlfriend, Peach, are the worst." Capri Sage is also the person that you saw knock out someone else earlier. Do you say anything, Mr. Stubbs?
No, I'm just sort of watching, bemused.
Look, you guys...
I'm just somewhat careful not to give my game face away in front of the competition.
Look, you guys are new people. How about a round on me?
No, I think we're good. Appreciate it, though.
Izzy, speak for yourself. I'll have a drink. What? It's a friendly face. We haven't met many friendly people because of you. He'll have a pint. I'll have that cocktail, and he'll also have a pint. Okay, I'll grab the drinks.
As she goes off, Stubbs sort of leans in and says, "This is really fucking dumb, you know that, right? You don't know what they're going to put in these fucking things because we're the outsiders here."
And she brings over 2 normal pints of ale and a very nice cocktail for Izzy. If you want to incite the drinks, you can incite the drinks.
Yeah, I'm looking for a fizzing pill. Incite the drink. Why not? Would it not be? It's the same roll anyway. Technically, I think it'll be perception to see if I can spot if she's going to get roofied.
You're doing an insight, I guess.
Yeah, it's a sleight of hand to roofie.
Insight.
But for real though, am I not being reasonable?
No,
It's
totally makes sense.
100% the most reasonable thing to do. Someone says, "Oh, can I buy you a drink?" Like, "Oh, I'm good, cheers." You know what I mean? I'm good. I can buy my own drinks, or I will go up with you to order. I will not just accept something that someone gives to me out of nowhere.
Izzy and Johnny tell when the drinks come, they look at the drinks carefully, and them two got a higher roll than you, basically. So, like, Johnny can tell that your 2 pints are perfectly fine, and the cocktail is alcohol that you've never seen before, but she hasn't been roofied, and neither of you two. This person's just bought you drinks. One got a 24 and one got a 17, okay? We don't get many new people to the arena, so if you've got any questions about the arena itself or anything, feel free to ask me any questions.
Oh, it might just be that we do that.
Izzy, okay, what can you tell me about your... She looks you up and down. Heavyweight division. So, Goldenrod was champion and he's considered the best. However, he got injured and has only recently come back and is working himself back up to challenge Onyx again. Like, he probably is the best. He's so good. I mean, you got to see him wrestle earlier. Like, he is fantastic. Like, him fight earlier, he's great. And she'll give some intel for Johnny to add to his notes. I would watch Onyx's left knee. If applied the correct amount of pressure, he will go down on that knee.
Stubbs is too polite in this point to say anything, but he just thinks to himself, if you put the right amount of pressure on anyone's knee, it'll fucking buckle over. What sort of advice is that?
It's due to an old injury.
I said he didn't say that, he was thinking it.
I know, she then explains it's due to an old injury.
Alright, okay.
Carmine, if you ever face him, he's very good at playing games with people, like mentally while fighting them. But that's if he knows them, because you're a relatively new person. He won't know anything about you apart from if he's heard from Peach that you're apparently a big deal. And she'll go through and give you some intel on each of them, each of the heavyweights, and then ask if there's anything else you want to know.
Yeah. So, fucking Golden Dick over there was champion. What's it take to fight fucking him then?
The people who pick the matches on the off day. So if you have anyone that you would like to fight, get your manager there early enough on the non-fight day, they can request who you fight.
Let's look at it, you say. That's the one. We'll make an example of the old champion right off the fucking bat.
You want to fight him? Okay.
Yeah? Didn't come here to fuck spiders.
Okay, you want to take out someone who's considered one of the best? Izzy's
Right off the bat.
right, you don't want to start small. Stubbsy.
We don't have time for small. We're not here for that long.
Okay, so I have to be up early tomorrow to do this for you.
Guess so.
You better do extra training tomorrow. Johnny, put him through the ringer tomorrow. Yes, Mom.
I feel so fucking pleased about it.
So do you drop in your application today? Yes, he did. Okay, that means do you prefer morning or afternoon for a session in the arena? You also get access to the arena's gym as well, where there's weights and other stuff. Johnny looks at you. We can do that as part of the training on the morning.
Could do.
We'll book him for an AM session then, so you can show these youngsters how it's done. Johnny says with a smirk on his face. Caprisage looks at both you and Johnny and says, "You two brothers or father and son or something?" And Izzy goes, "They're brothers."
Stubbs just takes like 1d100 emotional damage as the father and says, "Oh, I'm not that fucking old."
Hey, I'm sorry. I was just asking. I don't know how old you are from where you come from.
Yeah, right.
And she'll offer to give you any insight or any hints and tips for the arena if you want any. And Izzy says, "Thank you. You're the kind of first friend we've made here." Well, Stubbs did make some interesting friends yesterday, but you're the first person who's actually came and sat with us and not been like amethyst and hit on me in a very weird and creepy way. And she'll just laugh. Yeah, she's weird and creepy. I don't like her, as you can tell. So, do you ask any further questions, Stubbs, or are you going to head off to Rainbow Bar to check on...
Yeah, I think I can leave it easy to do the intel gathering. I've got the vibes, and I think I've got my target picked out.
Okay.
That's what I want to do. It's probably a mistake, but that's what Stubbs wants to do: is fight the biggest person he can immediately.
Okay. Not even trying Onyx first thing. No, Golden Rod. Okay.
Well, no, they said that he was gonna duck every single challenge because he's a fucking bitch.
No, he won't put the championship on until you've been there.
Yeah, because he's a fucking bitch.
But you can fight him.
Look at him, he's a fucking bitch. You can't even hold a pint straight. Look at that tilted hand holding the pint. What a dick.
Okay, we return to the Rainbow Bar.
Look how greasy he is. What a greasy man.
Greasy, slimy man.
Well, it's a shame we got rid of the "my god, you're greasy."
I'm glad we did. Okay.
That was being played constantly.
Yeah, just have to do it in characters like, "My god, you're greasy."
We return to the Rainbow Bar, where Stubbs, you can see the captain, Dimitri, and co are joined by two boys you don't recognise that are sat near Rosa, Garrett, and Ava. There's like two tables that are joined. Do the three of you go and join them?
Yeah, why not?
Dimitri hands Johnny some money and says, "Go get them some drinks." Johnny nods and goes over to one Lottie and goes, "Hi there, beautiful."
Hi there, how are you doing?
I'm good. Can I get a couple of drinks for Stubbs, Izzy, and myself? And what time do you finish?
You're doing it wrong. It's not what time do you finish, it's what time do you get off, and then you say the time.
Stubbs, shut up.
that was Jim Bleed of being silly. He wouldn't say that.
Sure, he wouldn't. I reckon he would.
What sort of drinks can I get you?
Stubbs, what are you ordering?
Well, Johnny was just told to go up and get them, so it's up to him, isn't it?
Well, he's been told that you're drinking old fashions. However, you
Mhm.
have had a pint of ale, so Stubbs, would you be sticking to ale or having something else?
Stick with that, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not get too silly.
Okay. 2 ales and a cocktail for Izzy. I trust you to not make her too wild.
Okie dokie. Should I do the roll for it?
Yes, please. So first of all, yeah.
Oops. Oops, I didn't mean to press the button.
Okay.
Can I try that again?
Nope. You've rolled it. Next, can you do
Oh, okay.
performance?
Ah,
The performance is great when making the cocktail. It's even like sparkles and stuff like that. However, Stubbs, you and Johnny gets pints that are 1/3 head.
Sort of look at it and discuss, what the fuck is this?
I'm sorry. Can I make you another one?
I mean, and I sort of look at it, gauge it up, and says, maybe another 2, and then another 3, and then I'll be able to make 2 pints out of it.
There we go. That's better.
This is a better one.
Yep. And performance, please.
Oh no.
She makes brilliant drinks, but as she's
I'm
getting
sorry.
near you, Lottie slids on some spilled alcohol that she spilled earlier and kind of flies, and the tray flies, and you hear a "way" in the bar.
Am I coated head to toe in my own ale?
Oh no. Oh,
Okay. Chloe is. So let me see what your brew is. Alright. Chloe is gonna say, work with me and we'll make these drinks together. So Chloe will get the advantage and try and make these drinks. So your brew is.
third time lucky.
Wonderful. And performance together. With Chloe and Lottie working together, they make you the perfect pints and a wonderful cocktail for Izzy.
And I'll look, I've got a pint and I've got a cocktail in my hands. I'm like, oh. I look at one, look at the other, look at the pint, look at the cocktail. I hand the cocktail back and I'll just walk off with the pint.
You weren't making a cocktail, you were only keeping a pint.
Yeah, but you said that's what they made?
Yeah, 2 pints and a cocktail. The cocktail's for Izzy.
Right, okay. So is that handed over to us then, or not? What's going on?
Yeah. So
This is the most complicated way of getting a drink that I've ever had.
Stick them back to me.
You were given your drink.
Okay, is it a full drink or is it not? I can't keep track anymore.
It's a full pint.
Okay, fine.
A perfectly done pint. Right, that form. You can tell that because Chloe's helped with this, that it's perfect. It's to Chloe's standard.
Yeah. Again, privately, Stubbs thinks, how hard is it to pull on the keg? But whatever, I'll take it. I'm thirsty.
Chloe lets you know the reason why it was so difficult is because it was towards the end of a keg and they had to switch kegs round.
Yeah. So they had the dregs in the bottom. Not good.
But there you go, Stubbs. Are you calm?
Well, I will be once I get it down me.
So you can see that the girls are perfectly dressed for this. So Lottie has a new outfit for this that was made. Sorry, Lottie and Trixie have new outfits for this, whereas Chloe is going with her classic. So Stubbs, you remember there was an outfit that you banned Trixie from wearing on the ship? She's used it for this purpose only, so... And this is the outfits they wore to get their tips. There you go.
Stunning.
And Trixie lets you know that she overheard two people talking. They seem to be the owners, sons of the Chroma Arena and the Winners Circle, and they were talking about the tournament, and that apparently how some new wrestler is going to be entering the next day called the Big Deal. But apparently he's an older guy and they think it's going to be a squash match. And that's kind of the information that they've been giving out, that the Big Deal is an older gentleman it'll be a squash match, whoever he faces. And Trixie also lets you know that, Stubbs. Sandy, the owner of the Rainbow Bar, comes out to you three and gives you your money for the night and says any tips you make, you get to keep. So you've already got your tips, you've got your wages, you're all done for the evening. The other two, there's a couple more other people who work there that are going to be finishing for the night, and the bar manager himself. Is there anything that any of you want to do for the rest of the evening as you head back to the ship? I'll start with Lottie. Is there anything you do before you head to the ship?
No, I think without us to do, is there really? We've got some money and we had a good time.
Okay. Stubbs, is there anything you do before you head back?
No, I don't think so, other than make sure that the form is submitted, which I've sent to you.
It has already been submitted.
Yeah, marvellous.
By Izzy to make sure that the fight.
Fantastic.
She's put also the AM slot for your training in the arena, so you can try and Show off.
Sure. But then it's just like letting the captain know what the plan is, that we're trying to immediately take out the biggest guy who's not immediately ducking us for the big belt. Just try and get as much repute as we can as soon as.
That could backfire spectacularly.
I don't think so. If he's already injured, all I've got to do is break his kneecaps.
Was injured.
I do like a man that thinks forward.
Yeah, well, he'll be thinking downwards. End of the day, we're the great unknown here. They don't know what we're capable of. It's time we show them.
Captain, what do you do for the rest of the evening?
I think we'll just head back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stubbs, on the way back, you do bump into Harriet.
Hi there, darling. How's it going?
I'm alright. How are you?
Oh, you know, tickety-boo.
Get into any fights?
I mean, not yet.
She's walking with Millie and Pearl. Millie gives Harriet a wink, as does Pearl, and then they start whistling for no reason.
I don't even think I need an insight. What have you ladies been talking about?
Nothing.
Oh, you wouldn't go lying to old Stubbs now, would you?
Millie just smirks and says, "Go talk." And plus, there's certain things that we can't say in front of poor innocent Pearl. She is the captain's daughter. And Pearl will just skip over to you and go, "Hi, Dad."
Hello. Have you had a good time?
I have. We got to see the Glimmerborugh Hospital and go to some of the places that sell food in the area. We think we can get a good deal on some food that some of the stuff we may not have tried before. The hospital was really fascinating.
Anything that we can use?
They have a crab ward. Where
Okay.
people have been infected by that flower.
And have they
Lottie.
been changed or anything?
You'll remember in part of your part of Chloe's reading that Chloe pointed out to you that there is known to be a cure for sanguina crabflower. However, it's located near a pyramid in the Crablands. And Chloe will relay that information to you, Captain. That on their research in the library, yes, the three girls went to the library this morning, did Chloe, Lottie, and Trixie. Chloe looks to you. Chloe and Trixie quickly look at Stubbs to see if he laughs or anything as they say that. They went to the library.
Why would I laugh at that? Sorry. My brain.
Because you trust.
Oh.
And Chloe shows that she's brought that they've brought two of the books back in case anyone wants to have a read of them. They only managed to get two of the books on loan, but they do have to take them back at the end of the week. So, Captain, if you want to read them, I can send them to you. Stubbs, if you want to attempt to read them. What was that? Nope.
You.
Captain, would you be interested in reading these documents?
Could I read them? That's the question.
You would be able to read them. If you want to. It's up to you. Well,
No, I won't. Go on.
okay.
What was
Then,
that?
when they get back, Eddie, you'll be offered if you want to read them. A couple of books that they found in the library.
No, I think he's got his head elsewhere.
Well, one of them is about the what is it? It was Shinnigan's Guide to Crab Life. And then another one's just called Shinnigan, a Guide, which breaks up the 6 different places.
No, I don't think he'd be interested in any of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's got enough information to go off for
Well,
now.
I will say Harriet reads through the Crab Life one. And Captain, if you did want to read the Shinnigan Guide, it just basically gives you a brief overview of what each place is like.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have a read of that one.
Okay. I'm gonna have this stuck in my head.
Well, it was this or Gravity Squeeze.
No. So, any of you who go for a nightcap before heading off to your abodes for the evening, you go, or have like a little nighttime tea or coffee before you sleep.
No, I think once Eddie's finished speaking with Sonia, he's probably gonna head to bed.
And Sonia switches over with Ulysses. Stubbs, you see that Sonia had been speaking to Eddie. And you know that Sonia is always up to mischief. Sonia gives you a little wave and then sees Millie and runs over to Millie and gives her a big smooch in front of everyone. Doc, I hope you've been looking after my lady today. Yes, I have. As Millie told you stories about the Stubbs one. Maybe. Sonia has a big smirk on her face and just gives that big smirk to you, Stubbs. Harriet suggests, Stubbs, that you go for a little, nighttime tea before bed.
Yeah, sure.
So that you can talk about your experiences of the day. She tells you that she met the chief of surgery there and 2 of the doctors. It's a very advanced, more advanced than her well surgery. It seems that they have been trying to make cures for this crab disease, but it hasn't. Things that they have tried haven't worked. Like what Chloe said and what she's read, there is rumored to be a cure, but it's very hard to come by, and it involves going into the crablands near a pyramid.
Well, it should be pretty easy then, shouldn't it, if we're flying?
As long as we don't
Don't
go near the
plants.
But the plants are also near there.
Alright, so, why don't we just, drop some alcohol and some fire and the whole thing goes up. Easy peasy.
Then the flowers that we need to make the...
Oh shit, so they're right fucking next to each other. Like a nettle and dock leaf.
I assume so, yes. We haven't seen.
Well, I'm assuming they had if they were talking about it.
They haven't been because of what happens if you go to the crablands.
Right, fair enough.
We'd either have to have some protective equipment so we don't breathe it in, or some kind of vehicle that can traverse through, that we can all stay inside and somehow grab the plant and then leave. But it may end up bulldozing some of the crablands in the process.
I mean, that doesn't sound like the worst fucking thing ever. This place sounds shit.
And she's got the book, and she is going to show you some of the pictures in it, just so you get a vibe of what it looks like. And she's like, there's all like different crab life there. We'd be disrupting a natural ecosystem if we took out too many things.
I mean, is it really for us to worry about their ecosystem?
If they visited us and started doing things to disrupt our ecosystem, that would be a bad thing. Look,
I mean, it probably would be if we hadn't fucking shit the bed ourselves and let the coggies fucking turn the fucking land to dust.
and she just kind of frowns.
No, I'm not saying we're the be all end all. I'm just saying it seems to me that they've got a problem and we've got a way we might fucking fix it, you know?
Okay. Captain Nick, can I just check something? It was 800 gold that you gave last time and you only got 200 back, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, and so she'll show you some of the pictures from that because she knows that you prefer the pictures, and shows you the pictures of the crab moth that's on there.
Oh, before we go back, I'm gonna bag me one of them.
You're not backing you one of them. No, I'm not having you die to something that looks like that. You are not writing it down on your to-do list.
I mean, I'm just saying, I think I can take it.
You think you can take everything?
I mean, yeah.
She gives you puppy dog eyes.
Oh, I don't go doing that. There's no need to play dirty.
And you finish your nighttime tea and head to bed. Lottie,
Mhm.
Johnny is an absolute gentleman. He will walk you to your room unless you want to have a nice tea before bed.
Maybe have a quick chat with Chloe about the conversation that we heard.
Okay, well, he'll walk you to your room, give you a kiss on the cheek, good night, and hopefully see you tomorrow.
You will see me tomorrow, Johnny.
He gives you another kiss, but this time on the lips, and then he walks to his room. As he turns to go, you see Chappie back at him, and then follow him.
Chappie.
Chappie's missed Johnny, that's all. He's been walking around with Claire all day, and now he's come back to see Johnny and didn't know where he was.
Oh. Does he run over and have a quick fuss of Chappie?
Eva will pout now.
Oh, Eva, still my baby.
And you see Sam and Sam drop Chloe off at your two's room. They have a quick kiss goodnight. And then she drags you in there with Eva and close the door. Okay. So we need to have a chat, don't we? About what we overheard.
So, did you hear the same thing I was hearing?
Yes?
So that was Rose's
Maybe.
crush.
Yeah,
Maybe thing, yeah.
maybe crush.
It's cute.
I kind of ship them. I don't know why. I just kind of do. But
Maybe he's a bit hesitant. Maybe he thinks that she's not going to be staying around for too long and doesn't want to get too attached.
however, from what Ava said, they're looking at people to go on the ship, right? Captain could hire him. He could.
Both of them or just him?
Yes.
You think Rosa would like that?
Of course you would. Like, oh come on, you and I've known her for ages, but I don't know how well James will take it. But
Yeah, she seems really happy at the moment. I've noticed that.
Rosa seems to like we've only been here like 2 days and she's already really happy, like learning so much.
I mean, she's been through a hell of a lot. All her sisters have. And it's good to see.
It is good to see.
I hope it lasts.
However, Rosa needs to write an unbiased report, which we know she will, about the skills and everything of the people that she's met, submit it to boss man, Nik, and hopefully Nik then interviews some of the people from the Foundry, some of the ones that are willing to potentially join the crew, which she'll have to now eke out tomorrow. Or maybe I don't know if she's put the feelers out yet. Maybe she'll do it tomorrow because, you know, I just want her to be happy, but, you know.
Yeah.
Be at the sake of someone else in the crew, but if that person at the crew, you know, didn't understand what a great girl that she is, or maybe didn't understand how to date in general, that I don't know. But
Well,
I'm surprised that Stubbs hasn't asked us questions about what's going on.
Rosa's beautiful and she's a lovely girl, and you know, she's very talented and very clever, and she deserves a nice man.
Yes. Speaking of which, how's it going, Johnny?
Oh, it's going well. It's going well. He's lovely.
He is. Now, my concerns, depending how long we're here, the coggies get closer and closer and closer.
Yeah, we might need to be aware of that.
Well, you know, Stubbs will say, I'll fight them. I'll fight all of them by myself.
As funny as that would be.
However, Thank you. However, there is a list a mile long for who wants Oswald's head. There's Eddy, there's Rosa, there's Stubbs himself. There's Captain for betraying the crew.
Just the thought of him makes my spine shiver.
I want to knock him out. Stubbs has taught us how to. We might be able to do one punch KO to that, like, shell of a man. Or should I say shell of a boy? He's more of a boy.
I don't think it would take much.
She smirks and just like, yeah. Right, so back to work tomorrow at the Rainbow Bar and see what else we can find.
Yes. Hopefully won't embarrass myself again.
Look, it sometimes happens.
Had to do it in front of a lot of people, didn't I?
So did I, and so did Trixie. It happens, but our outfits distract people. It's fine.
Yes. Yes, it wasn't such a bad choice, those outfits.
See, Trixie and I are wise. It got us the tips. And Captain, and I'm sure Captain is very happy with the amount of Shinnigan dollars we made. I'm sure I saw his eyes bulge out of the sockets when he saw how much we made. Good thing we didn't tell Stubbs that between the three of us we made 675 Shinnigan dollars, whereas the engineers, the three of them, made 450. We were the breadwinners today.
Yeah. We'll just have to see how tomorrow goes.
Yeah, hopefully we do better.
But you're a good teacher, Chloe.
You have learned well, my pupil. This is why I have not let you use fire yet. You are not ready.
Oh, yeah. That might have gone badly.
Yeah. And we move from you to Captain. Your daughters come back from where they've been. Pearl tells you that he got to go see the hospital, and they got to see some of the doctors there. And Annabelle was with Clara and Lily looking around to begin charting Glimmerborugh. They went to the library, looked at maps. They did miss the others because they set off a bit later to make sure that they had everything. And Lily was more of a guard to make sure that if anyone tried to go after them, that she would wreck them type person, more than someone who was doing the research. She was just like their guard.
Right.
And your daughter says, there was some bloke that started tailing us for a little while until Lily scared them off.
Scare them off how?
She can be intimidating, and she basically threatened the person. I mean, you didn't give her fan blade back yet, but she managed to just be scary overall.
Okay.
He intimidated him to run away. Please give her her fan blade back. Not that she would cut them, but she could threaten them with it when we go out tomorrow. Please, Dad.
I'll think about it.
Annabelle looks at you, tries to do puppy dog eyes to you, and goes, "It's for my safety."
That's why I'm going to think about it.
Thank you, Dad. She hugs you and says, "I still want you to propose, Mum." Because she's the one who got upset when you said that you're not sure.
Yes, I do remember.
By the way, I did see a jeweler's in town. Just saying. No pressure. Pearl shakes her head and says, "Yeah, like you're not trying to pressure him right now."
Don't worry about it.
Pearl says to you, "There is more male doctors than female doctors in that hospital.
That's okay.
The male doctors seemed very impressed with Dr. Wells."
Good. It's good to know that we are making a good impression.
They were trying to recruit her. I'm gonna be honest, they were trying to recruit her. And she said she's not interested. She already has a family that she's loyal to.
Well, that is very good to hear. And what about you? Were you not tempted to stay?
No, I'm still very much learning. We they so they did we did have a bit of time, and I got to have a look at one moment, please. They took me to the prismatic laboratory because we haven't really met many scientists here, and they're quite a small team, but they were very interesting people to talk to. They have robots, Dad.
Robots.
Robots.
And what do they do?
They help them work. They work with the robots on experiments.
Well, we have robots too.
We have one robot. But they have robots that help them with the different experiments and stuff. So they're working on different fuels, different medicines, all sorts. It's really interesting.
It sounds like you had a good time for it.
We did. Like, the robot that I met was called Klingklong, and it's so cute. Do you think Rosa and Ava can make me my own one?
Maybe someday, but they've got other things that they need to build first.
Pearl looks a little sheepish at you and goes, Dad?
Pearl?
Would you be mad if I kind of accidentally maybe got a pet?
What kind of pet?
And you see the cutest little barn owl appear from, like, her backpack.
I think the question that you need to ask yourself is, do you think your mum would be upset if you had accidentally got yourself a teensy weensy little pet?
No, I think she'd be fine.
Well, let's put that to the test when we get back to the ship, eh?
As you get back to the ship,
The crew hears Godzilla shrieking noises.
Naomi sees the little barn owl. Okay, we'll do a test. If you can look after the barn owl for a week, you will get to keep it. If you cannot, we take it back to wherever you got it from. Is that a deal? It's a deal, Mum.
Or we'll bet Mr. Stubbs to see if he can eat it within a minute.
No!
Just unbidden at that moment, just walking past with the Harrison. God, that tea was lovely, but I could go for a little snack.
Pearl,
And I'll just slowly turn
Pearl
my head back to
starts
Pearl.
cry. You have made your daughter cry.
It's not my fault. She is oversensitive.
You're gonna eat it.
Well, then
Mechanically,
you better take good care of it then.
I will do. Mechanically, as she's a wizard, this is her familiar.
Okay. Right, that means Stubbs could eat it and she can get it back.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to love familiars. It's the infinite food glitch.
It can come back as a robot owl.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Why didn't we ever think of that, Trev, for Steve's campaign where we have to have supplies and shit? Can't we just eat familiars?
No, familiars disappear when they drop to 0 health. It doesn't mean that you can't, like, chop a leg off or chop a wing off, because there's birds can live without a wing.
Now look at that innocent little barn owl and tell me that you don't want to eat it, Stubbs.
I would absolutely eat that. I slapped that fish with its that bloody penguin with its own fish. Do you think?
Why is it? Why the fuck is it blushing? It doesn't have cheeks.
I think that's something that she's painted on.
She's just put blusher on it.
Yeah.
That's a little abuse.
I don't
No,
I said make it cute and it added blush.
No. No, I stand by my decision, right? I slapped the penguin with its own fish. I would eat that towel.
Trev's heel turn.
Okay. For context, in the previous
No
campaign,
context
Eddy-
needed. No, don't tell them.
That poor baby penguin.
Baby penguin. It had a shiv. It had a shiv.
It did have a shiv. It did
have a shiv, right? And it tried to stab me, so I slapped it with its own fish.
Where is it?
Right?
Where is this? Where is this? I have to see if I can find it.
No.
Oh yes,
Do you want me to
it's in
find
the
it?
spring. It's in the spring at the
It's,
fair
it's,
realm thing.
it's in the maze, I think.
Vicky, you were there, right? Did
Vicky
Did
felt
penguin
bad for
have a
that
shiv?
penguin.
It was a bit mean.
Did it deserve
Right, one second.
having it slapped?
So, right, I'm putting in general because this is the point where the session's ended. We're running over now, right?
Right,
Yeah.
This is what happens after
okay, we'll
Trev
stop the session
abused this
here.
animal.